There is a quiet erosion of peace that happens in many lives, and most people never notice it while it's happening. You feel it slowly, not all at once, not dramatically. It shows up as restlessness, as heaviness in the chest, as blessings that once felt light, now feeling strained. And often the cause is not what you did, but what you spoke. There are things Allah placed in your life with protection around them, and every time they are spoken without wisdom, that protection weakens. This is not superstition. This is not cultural advice. This is something the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, warned about. Some blessings do not disappear because Allah removed them. They disappear because too many people were invited into them. Islam never taught us that the tongue is harmless. The tongue either guards what Allah gives or exposes it. And what you are about to hear is not meant to comfort you. It is meant to awaken you. Because many sincere believers, people who pray, who care, who try, lose peace, clarity, and protection simply because they spoke before wisdom arrived. Islam teaches that not everything in your life is meant to be shared, even with people you love, even with family, even with intentions. And the first thing Islam teaches you to guard is this: your unhealed struggles. There is a difference between seeking help and exposing wounds before they have closed. Islam never told you to suffer in silence, but it never told you to give your pain to just anyone. One of the most common mistakes today is confusing venting with healing. A person speaks about wounds that are still bleeding to people who do not have wisdom, do not have sincerity, and do not fear Allah in how they carry words. And instead of feeling lighter, they walk away heavier. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us that Allah loves concealment. Allah covers weaknesses. He covers moments of vulnerability. He covers the struggles we fight privately. And when Allah covers something, it is not an invitation for you to uncover it casually. Some pain needs dua before discussion. Some struggles need sujood before conversation. Some wounds need time with Allah before they are handed to people. When you speak about pain too early, you invite opinions into a place that needs mercy. You invite judgment into a space that needs patience. You invite advice into moments that need wisdom. And sometimes you give people access to parts of you that have not yet healed. Islam does not tell you to isolate. It tells you to be selective. Seek help, yes, but from people of wisdom, from people of sincerity, from people who fear Allah with you. Your pain is an amana until it heals. Not everyone deserves access to it. And closely connected to this is something Islam is even firmer about: the secrets and faults of others. If someone trusted you with their weakness, their mistake, their private struggle, it was never yours to repeat, not to get it off your chest, not to explain yourself, not even to people you are close to. The moment a secret leaves the mouth, it was trusted to. It stops being information and becomes betrayal. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said in Sahih Muslim that whoever conceals the fault of a Muslim, Allah will conceal their faults. This is not a light matter. We live in a time where exposure is justified with soft language. I was just being honest. I needed to vent. I didn't mean harm. But Islam does not judge actions by intention alone. It judges them by impact. When you share someone's private struggle, you damage their dignity. When you repeat their mistake, you extend their humiliation. When you normalize talking about people behind their backs, you create a habit that will eventually turn back on you, because the one who listens to you expose others will one day listen to someone else expose you. Islam teaches something higher. Honor is sacred. Trust is an amana, and silence can be worship. If someone confided in you, your role is not to analyze them, retell their story, or collect opinions. Your role is to protect them. And when you protect the honor of others, Allah protects yours in ways you will not realize until the day you need it most. And then there's a category Islam treats with extreme seriousness: marital private matters. This subject makes people uncomfortable, and that is exactly why it needs to be spoken about. Islam takes the privacy of marriage seriously, more seriously than culture, more seriously than emotions, more seriously than the need to talk. Arguments happen, frustrations happen, moments of weakness happen. That does not make marriage conversation material. Not with friends, not with siblings, not with parents, except in cases of real harm, real injustice, and real need for intervention. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, warned, as reported in Sahih Muslim about those who expose what should remain private between spouses. Why? Because marriage survives on trust, and trust collapses quickly when privacy is sacrificed. A small complaint becomes a story becomes an image becomes an opinion in someone else's heart. Then when things improve between spouses, the outsiders do not forget. They remember everything you said. Islam protects marriages by protecting silence. This is not about hiding abuse. Islam allows seeking help when harm exists. This is about casual sharing, emotional venting, oversharing that turns temporary feelings into permanent damage. Once dignity is exposed, it is very hard to fully restore. And then there is something many people share thinking it is harmless, but it quietly eats away at sincerity. Good deeds. Not every good deed is meant to be seen. Islam teaches that the value of an action is not only in what you do, but why you do it. A person gives charity and mentions it casually. A person fasts and brings it up in conversation. A person helps someone and later tells the story just to inspire. Slowly, without realizing it, the audience becomes more important than Allah. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, warned about deeds done for attention, as reported in Sahih Muslim. Even good actions lose their weight when they are done for people. This does not mean you can never speak about good. Islam allows it when teaching is needed, when encouragement is sincere, when clarification is required. But most of the time, if we are honest, we do not speak to teach, we speak to be seen. And sincerity is fragile. A deed that was once pure can become mixed the moment validation enters the room. Praise begins to matter, reactions begin to matter, recognition begins to matter. And the heart stops asking, did Allah accept this? And starts asking, did they notice? Islam protects you from this by encouraging quiet worship, by loving deeds no one claps for, by honoring actions no one knows about, because what is hidden is harder to corrupt. And finally, there is one area people speak about casually without realizing how quickly it attracts harm: wealth and blessings. Islam does not teach you to be ashamed of Allah's blessings, and it does not teach you to live in fear of people. It teaches modesty and protection of barakah, because the moment blessings are spoken about carelessly, they stop being gratitude and start becoming comparison. A salary increase mentioned casually, a new opportunity announced too early, a comfortable lifestyle displayed openly. Suddenly, the atmosphere changes. Not everyone who hears about your blessings is happy for you. Not every smile carries a dua. Not every heart processes success with purity. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught, as reported in Hadith collections, to seek help in fulfilling needs through secrecy. Not because people are evil, but because hearts are complex. When blessings are constantly shared, they attract envy, pressure, expectations, judgment, and competition. And without realizing it, you begin living for reactions instead of gratitude to Allah. Islam protects you from this by teaching balance. Be grateful, be generous, acknowledge Allah, but do not turn blessings into announcements. Some things are safest when they remain between you and Allah. Barakah loves humility, and humility thrives in quiet gratitude. Islam never taught us to close our hearts. It taught us to guard them. Not everything grows when spoken. Some things grow in silence. Some things heal in privacy. Some things stay pure when they are protected. Wisdom is not silence. Wisdom is knowing what deserves a voice and what deserves protection. And if this reminder reached you today, make a quiet dua. Ya Allah, protect my heart, my honor, and the blessings you entrusted to me. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.